Welcome to the most productive week of my data science career.
I've been on the road.
Alright, so for those of you who haven't been following along, welcome. My name is Ranesh and I'm a data scientist working at a tech startup. I'm also building an app on the side. And for the past few months, I've been trying to balance both, and I think I've been slowly, slowing down in terms of momentum. And I just want to pick up the pace again this week, and I think I'm going to set out a couple goals and metrics that I want to track and hit to measure my productivity. It's the start of a new quarter. I have a lot of new projects that I can work on for work, and I've also got a lot of new ideas that I can implement for my app. So yeah, without further ado, welcome. It's currently Sunday evening and I just had a full day of coding for my app. I also planned out what I need to get done for this entire week for work. Anyway, it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna catch up with you guys sometime tomorrow morning and break down the tasks that I have to do. All right, it's currently Monday morning. I just got done with my morning run. I think I'm a little bit under the weather. It could be just because I get morning sickness really easily, or it's because it's getting cold. But essentially today I wanted to give you guys an update before I start my day with meetings and stuff. I have a lot of meetings today for updates to other people, other stakeholders. We have a lot of consultants currently working on projects with us, so I have to update them. But yeah, I'm gonna start one of the two projects that I've been meaning to work on. It's an R&D project. It's very similar to what I did last year with churn and retention, but I'm going to update it with one of the new tools that we have. It's Hex. I think I talked about this a lot on this channel, but essentially it's a notebook app that allows you to incorporate SQL, connect it to your warehouse and query your warehouse, and Python and also R in the same notebook, and you can use pre-built components to make apps and deploy them without having to use other tools like SageMaker or any other infrastructure. It's all within one specific tool. So I like that a lot, and it's very good for internal use, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm kind of oversimplifying it. There's a lot of new things that I have to do for this project. A lot of the code that I built back then I can still use, but I need to make it dynamic. I need to incorporate new metrics, new KPIs like health score, churn score, trust scores, and stuff like that, just so a stakeholder from the sales team or the product team can understand and immediately move to action when it comes to these key accounts that we want to watch. Aside from that, sometime this week I'm going to have to start that NLP project that I talked about last week. Basically what I'm trying to do here is automate some of the communication that's going out and coming in, just so we can save some time on the CX, DX, customer agent, customer support side, and improve their workload there. And I also have a lot of other tasks, intake tasks regarding transformation, some data engineering work, and also some mentoring. For those of you who don't know, our team has grown a little bit this year, and I'm mentoring a couple people when it comes to the data engineering side of the house. I need to improve some documentation on some of the work that I've done, and also some documentation of the tools that we have and how it works. So yeah, a lot of work to be done. And for the app, I don't know if I'm gonna get anything done for the app today, but I do know that I have two things that I want to get done. One of them being splitting that master resume page into 3 different pages, one to view, one to edit, and one to create. And like I said in the last video, I want to make sure that any user can only have one master resume, and if they already have a master resume, they're either going to be directed to the view page or the edit page. And then from there, I need to start working on how to actually incorporate the PDF component, extracting that resume into a PDF and allowing the user to download it. So that's going to be a lot of new stuff for me. I already added toggle or switch button in the UI to allow users to use their master resume when it comes to submitting new applications or resumes, so that they can actually use the content from their master resume to determine if they can improve their resume or optimize their resume for that application, or if they can swap any bullet points out and in. So yeah, that's pretty neat, I think. But yeah, aside from that, nothing much for the app. I'm gonna go prep for some of the meetings today, and I will catch you guys back when I can. So I just got done pretty much for today, I think, for work. I had an ad hoc task, which I think was pretty fun. Essentially, our sales team, when they propose our business model or our product to other people, one of the questions they get frequently is, is our location within your coverage area, which would mean it's our business location within an area that you service. And there isn't really an easy way for them to determine yes or no right now, aside from actually going into Google Maps and visualizing their location based on coordinates or their address, and then comparing it to our coverage areas. So I was tasked today to build a script using our Google API key to determine if locations are within our coverage area, visualize them with a map, and I decided to build an app around this script so that users can self-service. Right now it allows for single entry inputs, but locally I can run this with CSVs or bulk uploads. It took about, I guess, an hour to run 8,000 addresses. So I think for right now I'm going to keep it as single level entries for self-service use cases, just because I don't want to exhaust our resources. But if they do need to upload CSVs or whatnot, they can send it to me and I can do that locally. But yeah, I think it was pretty neat. This really isn't data science, or maybe it is data science, but it's a subset of data science. But yeah, no machine learning here, just a lot of Python code, Python scripts to convert addresses to coordinates and then plot maps and adjust data frames to insert new columns, determining if they are within our coverage areas, and if so, which coverage area, which market, which state, whatnot. So that was pretty fun. And in terms of my R&D work, I got a lot of progress there. I'm currently in a spot where I just need to think on some stuff to decide if it's worth over-engineering or not. I don't want to over-engineer certain definitions like churn. I don't want to over-engineer certain metrics like health score, churn score, trust score, and stuff like that. So if I can make it simple, I'll make it simple, but I do want to make sure that there is basis to these metrics. I don't want it to be telling a story that doesn't need to be told, essentially. So I'm going to talk to my director tomorrow and see what they say, see if they can give me any input, and then decide how I should go about defining these metrics. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how today turned out. It's pretty productive. In terms of my app, I haven't done really any work. I'm going to go to the gym right now and then try to fix some of the form components that I was talking about this morning, and then call it a day and catch you guys back tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys for staying tuned. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's currently like 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. I still feel like absolute trash, so I think I'm going to skip my morning run today. I'm going to try and get as much work done as I can for my app before things get crazy at work. So yeah, I'll catch you guys back later, hopefully tonight. So it's currently around 8 p.m. right now. I am currently blocked on all my work, so I think I'm going to stop for today. And when I say blocked, I mean I have PRs that need to be approved, and I have a couple bugs that I need to fix that I just can't bother thinking about right now just because my brain is fried. So I'm going to wait for tomorrow to get started on that. But overall, today's been pretty good. I got a lot of work done that needed to get done for other people to get work done, if that makes sense. So I'm happy about that. And overall, the POC is looking pretty good, so I'm happy about that too. With my personal app development, I did a lot of work on the edit page and the view page. So those two pages are, I think, pretty good to go. I think there's a potential bug that I need to figure out. Essentially, I think if I delete a component, let's say your education section or your experience section, I don't think it removes that index in your database just because it's a different ID. If that doesn't make sense, don't worry, it doesn't really make sense to me right now, but I do know that there's a potential way I can fix it pretty easily tomorrow. So I'm going to put that in my notes and try to get that done tomorrow. So yeah, aside from that, I'm going to go take a nap or try to work out and come back stronger tomorrow. Alright, so it's currently Wednesday evening and I have a soccer game to go to. My alumni school is playing our rival, so I think it's going to be a pretty interesting game. I think I got enough work done to justify taking a 2-hour break. And honestly, I think giving my brain that time to rest is going to help me be more productive tomorrow, just because I get a lot of the thinking stuff done when I'm not
at my desk coding. It's usually when I'm walking, when I'm running, when I'm showering, just random tasks. So hopefully, something pops up, a new idea pops up. Not that I have any major blockers right now, but there's definitely some stuff that I could better, there's definitely some work that I could better optimize, better work out when it comes to implementing with code. So that's the plan right now. Overall, pretty happy with how the week's going. I'll catch you guys back later tonight or maybe early tomorrow morning with an update. So I'll see you guys back in a bit.
I said, Shawty, I'm done driving on this one-way road. Even with you, I'm alone. Trying to find my way back. When I move ahead, you stay back. Baby, I know we get lost. Love has always worked that coast. Girl, I always play my part. But now I have to cut that cord. I said, baby, I'm done. I'm so sick and tired of the way you just run. Say it takes two when you build that trust. I feel alone.
All right, so it's currently Thursday afternoon, and I'm just wrapping up a couple projects that I've been working on this week for meetings that I have today. I have a lot of meetings today, but it's been pretty good. I'm gonna get most of my work done today, just so I can chill tomorrow. I like to have my Fridays pretty light, so I can focus on just planning for the next week and just taking care of stuff that I don't really like doing, like emails and mundane tasks like that. So I'm gonna try and focus on the hard stuff today and keep tomorrow light. Just to give a small recap of what I've done this week, I was able to get the POC done. Basically, I was able to update this churn project I worked on last year. I made a dashboard, and the fun part about this is I was able to do all this from scratch using some components I built, creating new definitions for churn. I utilized some time series forecasting and some probabilistic scoring, and I also defined a couple new key metrics using some rolling weighted averages, which was pretty neat. I didn't want to over-engineer it, like I said before, but I think what it is right now is pretty good, and it also has an explanation feature, which essentially tells you if the score is dropping or if it's trending upwards, why, what improved, what didn't improve, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty proud of it, at least for a POC, and I hope to be able to work on it more the next few weeks, and also maybe even make this thing something that's going to be valuable to the entire company, because I think it could be. So yeah. Also, I was able to make use of that conversation data that I talked about before. Essentially, think of like a help desk. If you reach out for support, all that data, the conversations that people have with our customer support people, I was able to try and break down what these conversations were about into buckets. Maybe we didn't really have good documentation on those conversations, and maybe we needed to improve our documentation, or maybe we had the documentation but it wasn't really accessible. I did find a lot of areas where the CX, DX reps, our customer support agents, were using like macros or just like copy pasting information from documents. So that stuff like that we can automate. And there's also other areas where I think there could be improvements in our workflow to try and make it more optimized, less redundant. But yeah, stuff like that I'm going to try and bring to our stakeholders today to see if they're on the same wavelength with me about automating stuff like this, and trying to improve or I guess free up some time for our support agents. I also spent quite a bit of time this week working with our ETL. For those of you who don't know, the past few weeks I think we onboarded a new data engineer, which I think is great just because I'm able to free up a lot more of my time to work on more machine learning data science projects. But yeah, after the onboarding process, I personally feel like things have been going great. I'm able to collaborate with them now on some projects that we've been putting off just because we didn't really have the manpower. But yeah, just this week, I think we were able to work on new transformations, recursive transformations and stuff like that are probably going to be very heavily used, especially moving into Q4. We didn't really have the capacity to make these transformations possible before, but now they're part of our ETL, and I think that's pretty great just because our other team members can actually use them and utilize them, and we can coordinate with, I guess, different departments and actually make use of that data before it wasn't really possible. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm very proud of that too. I still have a couple things I need to figure out on that side of the house, but overall, very good progress. And I think, like I said before, I just don't like being a nuisance or blocking other people's work with my work. So I'm very happy that none of my work is currently blocking other people's work, which is very good, I think. So aside from that, for my personal app, honestly, I didn't get as much work as I wanted to get done, but that's fine just because, some weeks I have to focus on work, some weeks I can focus more on my app. This was one of those weeks where I had to focus more on work. I did get a lot of the master resume concepts done. Still haven't worked on the PDF or converter from database rows to a PDF so you can download your master resume. I'm hoping to get that done very soon because that's probably the biggest challenge I have right now. Once I get that done, everything else should be pretty straightforward. At least to me, it should be pretty straightforward. I'm also thinking of, launching to our Discord. We have a couple hundred people in our Discord. I think it's close to 500 members now. And I think I'm in a spot where I'm ready to launch to those people. It's going to be pretty big just because I don't know if we can handle all that volume. I don't know if my code is optimized to handle all that volume. I don't know if my DevOps platforms like Vercel and my backend, my Supabase backend, is able to handle all that volume. But we'll find out. I have set a couple limits so that I don't get charged a crazy amount. I know Vercel has this TNC where people in the past have got super crazy bills from DDoS attacks or just insane amount of volume. So I'm not expecting that crazy amount of volume, but I just don't want to be. I want to be precautious. I want to be proactive. And I don't want to be hit with a 5-figure bill that I'm not expecting. So yeah, I'm hoping to get all that sorted in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. If you do want early access to the app, there should be a link. It's probably going to be the first or second link in the description down below with a wait list that you can join. And if you join in the next few days, I should be sending you an email to get access to the app. So hopefully, if you're interested, click that link down below. Anyway, I'm going to go try and get more prep work done for my meetings today. I should be able to catch you guys back later today. I also have to edit this entire video by today if I want to get it out on time. But if I don't, I apologize. But yeah, I'll catch you guys back later today.
Alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-fold weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left it.
All right, so it's currently 5:30 p.m. Thursday, and we have a banquet to go to, a fundraising event. So I think I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and if you did, do leave a comment down below, leave a like, it'll help the channel out a lot. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Look, how many times did I mash this work? Feel like 10,000 days, bros in court with the alien.